Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about the events that happened in the tournament according to the web novel. And let me tell you that the results of the tournament in light novel is different from the web novel. I think most of you guys know about the tournament in the light novel. So without wasting time, I'm going to tell you who is the winner of the tournament in light novel. And the name of the winner is Gupta. It was because of his skill he won the match. But in the web novel, the things were a little different. There were more interesting matches as compared to the light novel. There were matches like Diablo vs the Demon Lord Carrion, Benimaru vs Soe, Gupta vs Ranga, and so on. This all started when the Holy Knights were enjoying their meal in the banquet, as they were invited by Rimuru because things were resolved between them. And in the banquet, the strongest Holy Knight, Arnold, asked Rimuru that who is the strongest monster in the monster country. He asked this question excluding Veldora and Rimuru. Hearing this, Rimuru said that he will place a tournament to judge who is the strongest. After listening to Rimuru, his subordinates were very excited. It seems like they wanted this very desperately. At first, Rimuru didn't have any intention to place this tournament, but after thinking that this tournament could lead to profit maximization of the country, so he decided to place the tournament. As there are many benefits of placing this tournament, like the first is that the tournament will boost up the reputation of the country, as many people would come to see the tournament of the country and they would get familiar to the monster citizen of the country. And they will find out that the monsters of Tempest are not hostile to humans. So in this way, they could have a good relation with other countries too. Moreover, they could earn monopoly through dining and lodging. And also, organizing this tournament was a great opportunity to promote this dungeon to the adventurers who were going to come to the tournament. This dungeon consisted of 100 floors, and Rimuru was sure that this dungeon would prove a heaven for the adventurers. This dungeon was made by Ramirez with her labyrinth creation skill. In order to discuss about the plan to place the tournament, Rimuru went to Mayor Mill's shop and gave him the responsibility of managing the preparation of the tournament and also spreading the news of tournament in different countries. Then Rimuru added that they will create a huge stadium that can hold 10,000 people, and those people could cheer for the contestants. Rimuru also added that they have to arrange proper advertisement for dining and lodging. Actually, Rimuru gave this responsibility to Mayor Mills because Mayor Mills was good at handling and managing such things. And moreover, Mayor Mills also wanted to serve Rimuru. So this is how it all started. Finally, the preparation of the tournament were completed, and also the advertisement of the tournament in different countries was executed very nicely by Mayor Mills. And after few days, the greeting process has been started. Many people and the monsters from the neighbor countries and from the Jura forest came to the monster country, Tempest. The matters of negotiation and demand were mostly done by Mayor Mills and Ricardo. The Dwarf King also arrived by noon from the day before today. And many other kings and nobles also arrived at the meeting ceremony before the tournament. At the meeting ceremony, no other emissaries were trying to reach Rimuru and tried to talk to him. So Rimuru enjoyed talking with the Dwarf King, Gazel. Although there were many royals and nobles present at the spot, but no one dared to speak to Rimuru because they were terrified. In the end, the only one who was talking to Rimuru was the Dwarf King. Moreover, the Dwarf King intended to show the other emissaries that their relations were good with the Tempest country. In this way, the ceremony ended. In the next day, the day of tournament has arrived. 10,000 spectators were sitting from the corners and waiting for the first match. And Mayor Mills was handling the arrangements. There were many stores outside the arena. Food like skewered meat and yakisoba were on sale. The durability of the stadium is too strong. The materials spread over this layer is 10,000 times harder than the concrete. And according to Rimuru, the stadium can take a direct hit from a nuclear strike. And the spectators area was protected by the barriers, including the barrier of Rimuru, so that nobody could get harmed. And in this way, the whole area was filled with excitement. After this, Rimuru took the microphone and greeted the crowd. He used this opportunity to convey his message to the crowd that he wished to live in peace and harmony with everyone. He also added that cooperating with the monster would be more profitable for the royals rather than fighting with the monsters. After hearing this, the kings and the nobles were trembling, as they didn't expected that from Rimuru. And he gave a warning to the royals that they should not cause any trouble in future. Although he didn't say this directly, but the message was clear to the public. Furthermore, he also told that if they repeat the same mistake as the kingdom of Falmouth, then they will have to face the same consequences as them. After hearing Rimuru, the crowds reacted with lots of cheers and applause. And in this way, the fighting tournament has started. There were total 150 applicants for the battle, and for the main match, 3 participants were needed out of those 150 applicants. As it was a preliminary round, the format of the battle was a battle royal. So, these participants were divided into 3 groups, and the winners from each of these 3 groups will find themselves in the main tournament. One game was planned in morning, and the remaining other 2 matches were planned in afternoon. In the middle of this excitement, the first match has started. The contestants of the first group entered towards the center, and suddenly the crowd's attention was attracted towards the 2 monsters who were fairly strong. Those 2 monsters were Gozu and Mezu. And let me tell you that Gozu and Mezu were the monsters who were in bad terms for 100 years. And because of this reason, it was normal to see them fight again. The faces of Gozu and Mezu were projected in the screen. And these 2 monsters wiped all the other monsters around them within 10 minutes. This made the crowd more excited. Then Gozu and Mezu stared at each other, and suddenly they started to fight with axe and spear. The audience was lost in the fascination of the Fry's battle, as those 2 were A-rank monsters. After the fierce fight, the match ended with a sudden twist. As Gozu threw the large axe with all his effort, Mezu, laughing fearlessly, jumped towards the chest of Gozu, and Mezu sacrificed his left arm, hoping that he would win this match. Seeing this, Gozu used his skill, the lightning horn, that struck the right side of Mezu's head, and by which Mezu's right eye and arm was shattered. So, this is how Gozu won the match. The second match, that was also a battle royal, began after the noon break. And when the match started, there were 3 certain men in that group. And seeing those 3 men, Rimuru already figured out who will be the winner of this match. Actually, they were the son of the demon lord, Dagriel. And these 3 sons of Dagriel claimed themselves as the bodyguard of Xian. And hearing this, Rimuru was also surprised. It seems like even Xian didn't had any idea about this. And when the match started, they defeated everyone else in a minute. The winner was the elder brother among them. Seeing this, Rimuru also shouted in excitement. After this match, when the 3rd round started, there were both humans and monsters in that group, and all of them started fighting each other. Suddenly, the crowd was talking about an unknown guy. And that guy was not Guy Crimson, but Masayuki. It seems like this guy, Masayuki, is very famous among the crowd. The crowd was praising him by saying that he is an elegant swordsman and also has a beautiful fighting style. After some time, without doing anything, Masayuki won the match. His friends kneeled before him. In the end, this is how the prelim round was ended, and the winner of these 3 matches gathered for the main tournament. So guys, this was all for today's video. In the next video, we will see the matches like Diablo vs Carrion, Gupta vs Ranga, Xian vs Hakuro, and so on. And we can also see that who is the strongest subordinate of Rimuru.